Hello, hello, hello. Hello to my fitness family, my 100 Miles with Nini family. How y'all doing? How's everybody's day going? I hope you have are planning. I hope you have already worked out. If not, I hope you are planning to get some form of movement in today. All right. So, I just want to come on here briefly and just reintroduce myself for the ones that don't know who I am. I am Nidra, but I am going by Nini. Sometimes it's just easier for everybody because people want to say Nedra, Nadra, everything but Nidra. So Nini is fine. I am the creator of this, this 100 Miles with Nini. Um, Honestly, I struggle with coming on here saying that I am the creator, but I guess because it's it's not an easy thing for me to say. I don't think of myself as um, a creator really, because I saw this idea, um, I think on the Nike Run app or somebody else was doing it, so I said I wanted to challenge myself to do 100 miles in at that point I think it was March, so that was 31 days. So I was going to challenge myself, and I think I remember sharing it with somebody, and they was like, you should just open it up. I mean, no, every time I would tell somebody I was going to do it, they would be like, well, I want to do it with you, and you'd be like, yeah, right. People say a lot of things, but long story short, um, I was convinced to make it a thing, and so I did a Facebook page at the when I posted it on um, my personal post saying I was gonna try to do 100 miles in 31 days. I had some people that said they would like to join me, so I created this Facebook page, and so here we are. So this is going June 1st, 2021. We are starting round three, and I'm more excited is about round three than I was back in March in the first round. I don't I don't know why. I mean, but it's kind of funny that I'm excited about this go around. Anywho, so sorry, I'm rambling. I don't want to ram. I don't like to keep people on here long. But let me share just a small bit of my background for those that say, well, what made her think she can do 100 miles with Nini? Okay, here's my story. About 4 years ago, I was over 300 pounds. I was depressed, anxiety. I mean, you name it. Just I felt ugly. I thought I was ugly. I really did not like myself. I was disgusted, with how I looked in the mirror and how I would look at myself. And it's so funny. For I think almost 2 years, for 2 years before that, I barely looked in the mirror. Y'all, I would look in the mirror, from neck up. I would never look in the mirror from neck down because I absolutely hated what I had done to my body, what I had done to me. Not just my body, me. Okay? Depressed, looking depressed, even though I'm dressed and got clothes on, still looking depressed. So anyway, so that's because I hadn't been working, so I got a job, and I witnessed a coworker of mine going through the sleeve weight loss, process. She was in the process of, she of going through getting her surgery approved and things of that sort. So I just watched her. I never said anything to her. Never. I just watched her, and I said, just let me just figure out and see what I can hear things that I can hear from her talking with other coworkers or sharing with me, and I would just completely act like, oh, okay, that's good. not interested, like something I would never do, because in my mind at that point, I really didn't think it was anything I was going to do. So, long story short on that, she had the procedure, and like the weight was beginning to come off, and she was beginning to like. So I got up the nerve one day, and I was like, "Oh, who's your doctor?" Because I would never ask her questions. I would just let her come and tell me things, or I was just like overhear. And so she told me who the doctor was, at what her experience was with him. And y'all, I think I held on that number for like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Was nervous, but I kept, feeling the urge to like want to call. And so I talked to my husband, and he was in agreement. And so I started the process, didn't tell nobody. It was just between me, my husband, and God, okay? I didn't tell anybody because, I just wanted to keep it private, because sometimes something that major, something that big, you don't want to start telling people, and then they put doubt in your head, or just being negative about. And so I didn't want that during my process. I wanted to be clear, have an understanding of what was about to happen. So September of 2018, September 28th, I had gastric sleeve, and it was a life-changing day for me. Now that I look back on it, life-changer. If you would have told me I would be running and kind of enjoy it, because I don't enjoy it all the time. If you told me I would be doing 5Ks, like want to have the urge to work out, like working out, I would have been like, you lying. That ain't my life. So that's my journey. I have now lost 130 pounds. Okay? 130 pounds. That's a whole nother person. So that's Nini's story, how she came to all of this, of what you're about to be a part of and what you're about to witness. So I thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble and tell my story a little bit. And just, I hope you get to know me a little bit better, and continue to follow my journey. The best is yet to come. It's still to come. All right? I love y'all.